It's recording. Okay. So okay, hi guys. I'm Jenny. I'll be a tutor for MA 2005 PTP. Wait, can you all hear me first, like clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So okay, I'll be okay, mainly for this session, right? Think of it as like just an add-on to your normal what you learn in MA 2005. Yeah, I'll just teach you how to do well for your tutorials, because your tutorials make up a big bulk of your grades, which is around 50% of the final grade. So okay, your okay. So for M1, right? I'm not sure what Lim Chun Sing went through during the tutorial in the morning, but I think he should have went through like projection drawing. Did he? Oh, did okay, I just guess he did. So I'll be going through that again, but with some slides of my own that I think can help your yeah, that can help your and I'll show you some slides. Then after that I'll move to the physical drawing. Then I'll show you how to use the set square, how to use the different types of pencils and stuff, and how to use the uh compass. Because not many of you like some people struggle with that, especially when it's their first time doing, especially the JC students who don't really have exposure to engineering drawing. Okay, so M1 review orthographic projection visualization techniques. Okay. So what is orthographic projection? Well, it's as you can see from the slide, uh, okay, as you can see, the symbol, right, is what you draw on your paper. I'll show you how the engineering graphics paper looks like later. Then you can take note. But basically, you're just seeing a shape from different angles. Then you project it on a 2D space. So this is some examples. So in third angle projection, right, okay, front view is the view from the front. Yeah. Third angle should come more naturally because it makes sense. Because it's where you're seeing from. So for third angle, you see from the front, you see from the top, and you see from the right. As you can see from the upper half of my slide. Then for first angle projection, which is I think the US standard, but we are mainly following third angle projection in I think Singapore. But some of the tu- um some of the tutorials will need you to draw in both first angle and third angle. So in first angle, right, is a bit like not as straightforward because from front view, okay, you're looking from the front, but the view on the right side, how to say, you kind of shine through the object and okay, both the top and the bottom are the same, but as you can see, the right side view is on the left side of the front view for first angle. Y'all can understand? Everyone can understand? Okay, I assume y'all can understand. Because this is the hard part about it. It'll get more confusing the more difficult the structure is, and when it comes to isometric, then y'all will get even more confused. Okay, so visualization, how to improve. Yeah, just look at it more. Like the only thing that can help you is experience. Engineering graphics is not something you can rush last minute into. Yeah. Okay. So views of a plane surface. So a plane surface, like a flat surface, as you can see from the edge view, the first one, appears as a straight line on the plane. And okay. Now the special one is when you have a slanted edge. So as you can see from the from C, a slanted edge, if you look at the slanted edge from the front, it still looks like a square. Yeah. So all three are the same. So if you look at the slanted edge, right, it'll appear shorter from your point of view. So if you can imagine that in real life, when you look at a building from very below, the total height of the building is shortened. Yeah, that's a okay, interpreting lines. Okay. So there are three possible lines you can draw: a straight line, a straight visible, or hidden. So okay. So as you can see from here, so for this shape, right? For this shape. So from the top view of this shape, what you will see is this. Even though it's curved, it's still there is no features on a curved surface, so you draw it flat. But if you look at it from the side, it'll look like a right angle with this line here. This can y'all see my mouse? Just wondering.
Yes.
Okay. So as you can see in for line C, right, it will link up with this. So C, yeah, this is C. This is line C, and this is E. So even though it's okay, in the actual isometric view, you'll see like that, but on the planar view that you'll be drawing, it'll look like it. Okay. Okay. So here's another example. For this curve view, right? It disappears on this edge. No tangent. But for the second image, you will see a line here. You'll get to know that more later on when I show you some of the examples. I'll be going through M1 to M1 all the way to M6 one by one, so y'all can be prepared for next week. So how to draw a plane? So this is what a square looks like. Front view, top view, right side view. And normal surface. Okay. So this is what L-shaped box looks like. So it looks like L, then from the front. Then because these two are different surfaces, there'll be a line here that you have to draw. From the top view, there'll also be a line here that you have to draw. Okay. Normal surface, yeah, they're just drawing the box. So inclined surfaces don't really differ from, like, if you look at them head on. So you will have to figure it out. Yeah. In the future tutorials, right, they will need you to deconstruct a front, side, and top view into an isometric view. But since it's your first tutorial, I'll just be going through the basics. Yeah. Inclined surface. Here are some examples. Inclined surface. I think this one should be the most difficult one you'll be touching, because there won't be any circles covered during exams or tutorials. Surface. Visualization technique. Okay, here's a very good way to visualize a shape. You can label them first. So, for example, in this picture, A, B, C, D, E. So for front view, right? Just if you're bad at visualizing, I'll tell you another method. But if you can kind of imagine the isometric view, so what you can see from the front is A and E, and yes. Just imagine how you would see it from the front. But I'll show you some methods to, if you're bad at visualizing or the shape is very hard, yeah, later. Then front view. Okay. Okay. This is the method I was talking about. So let's say you start from the top view, okay? And you're drawing a line. Okay. Okay. For example, you're given this. This is one of the questions that will be for the final exam. Oh yes, prof. Okay. Yeah, this is an example of the questions that will be given out for the final exam. They'll ask you to complete one of the views when you're only given two views. So as you can see here, from the top right, there is a flat edge here. and there is a flat edge here. So if you connect the lines, you can conclude that this square matches with this. And then but square connect this, and this one relates to this, matches this. So you can finish this shape. I think this came out for all the past year papers. Add hidden lines. Okay, hidden lines are lines that you're not supposed to see in like 3 dimension, but it gives more information. Like when you're machining, you need to know, for example, there's a hole drilled into the thing, so you need to see the 2 lines involved. So as you can see here, okay, there is a cutout, a circular cutout at the bottom of the shape. So you need to draw dotted lines here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Has Lim Chun Seng gone through the Prof Lim gone through what the different types of lines mean? Like, let's see. Like, what's a dotted line? What's a solid line?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Yeah. So one additional thing, you need to draw these purple lines you can see here, quite thinly. They will still, you have to draw them because they give points. If you don't draw them, he'll mark you down. So draw your like construction lines. Yeah. But your main lines must be shaded. So you will use your 0.5 pen versus your 0.3 pen that you can buy from Booklink. Yeah. So okay. So this is another question that can come out for your exam. So for example, the front elevation of plane support. Okay, this is in first angle projection. And if you remember what I said just now, first angle projection means like you don't see things naturally. Just imagine you can see through the object that appears on the other side. It's a bit hard to show this. Like I don't have the stuff, but yeah. So right side view will appear on the left side of the front view on the paper. So first angle projection. So if this is the front elevation, right? This will be the top elevation. Understand what I mean? So okay, if this was a I'll say this will be top view. If this was a third angle projection, right? This will be down here, and this will be up here. If it was a third angle projection. Okay. So the first thing you do when you receive this sort of questions, you start connecting the lines together, the straight lines together. See, you connect the side line together. Then has he taught you the 45-degree line? Like the construction method?
Yes.
I just assume here. Okay, thank you. So what you do is construct a 45-degree line, then you just match it up. Okay. Then next step. So okay, so for those of you who cannot really visualize how to do engineering graphics and struggle with visualization, a very helpful thing to do will be to label every single corner of that is provided to you. So for example, you have A, B, C, D, E, F. They correspond to A, B, C, D, E, F. Do note that on the actual day of the exam, right, the isometric will not be provided. So you have to kind of imagine how it looks like. But yeah, that's the hard part. teach also. But one way you can get used to it is to keep doing engineering graphics. So A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F. So you connect the same alphabet to the same alphabet. Okay. So from here, you can match it to here. So C will go to C. C will go to C. A, A. So you do it mechanically by formula. A and A. Then C will match with C. So if you can't visualize, this is a very good way to do isometric drawings. Then you draw in the hidden line. Visualization techniques. As I mentioned just now, you can label the surfaces first, then label the corners, then draw it. So you don't need to rely on visualizing, but you just follow the labels. So these are some examples of third angle projections. Okay, so I stop here, and anyone has any questions? I'll be moving on to the M1. Okay, I'll be moving on to a physical drawing, then show you some of the equipment that you'll be using for engineering graphics. So, any questions? If no questions, then just type no lah.
Hi. Later on, will we be going through any questions from M1? And then, okay, the question is right. What are
I'll be-
things to
I'll be going through every question in M1. One M1 to M6.
all right, thank you.
Oh, okay. Any more question? Okay. Raise hand. Okay, never mind. Okay, so if everyone's satisfied, I'll just move on to the physical drawing first, then I'll move on to M1 to M1 to M6. Yeah. Okay, let me try to see if this works. Okay. And stop sharing. Can you see the video? Can you see the paper?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God it works. Okay, so this is what this will be what your M1 looks like. This is M1 question 6. I'm not sure whether they have updated the shapes, but you can tell me later. But in general, it's around the same generally. Okay, so they'll ask you to fill in the stuff. Don't forget to fill in your name, school, all that. It's points also. Then don't forget to write in your title. Don't forget to tick. Don't forget to write the scale. It's all considered marks. Yeah. So how do I show this? Okay. It'll be good if you're referring. Yeah, you while I explain this, right, you refer directly to your your M paper, your tutorial question. Okay. Tutorial question M1 question 6. Okay. So I'll let you try to find your M1 question 6. And if it's different, just tell me right now. Wait. Let me wait. Let me try to compare my notes with yours. Share screen, share into share. Can you see my M1, the questions?
Yep, can see.
Is it the same as your one? Are these the same? Because I don't want to teach you outdated stuff, but I don't have your notes.
Question 1, question 6 are the same.
Two,
Uh,
three.
Question 2 also the same. Yeah, question 3, question 4 also the same.
Oh, question 5. I assume
Question
it's the same
5,
also.
yeah, same.
Okay, thank God. Okay, I don't have to redo so much. Okay, so let me switch back to stop sharing screen. Okay. So okay. So this will be what your paper looks like, but let me go through some basic techniques first. So I assume all of you have bought your stuff from Booklink. Don't be the guy that goes to the first tutorial with 2 small set squares, because you won't be able to draw much. Yeah. So okay. So the thing you need most for 2005 is 2 set squares. A ruler will also be helpful if you can. Okay, you all probably have rulers. Just bring an extra ruler. It'll be helpful also. Yeah. Okay, never mind. So with these 2 set squares, the main I've seen people do stupid shit with the set squares, but one way you should do it that I feel very helpful and what my tutor taught me was to, you know how each paper has an edge that you can follow, and the set squares they provide has like a bump. Okay, you can't see this, but it's like a step. Okay, so the first thing you do is you jam one set square into the side. See how my set square cannot move further in? So you put it here, then you put the set square there, then you move it up and down to draw horizontal lines. Yeah. So yeah, do this. And if you can, bring some tape to tape down your paper, because if not, it'll keep moving around. Yeah. Some tutors I know provide tape, but some tutors don't. So if you want, just bring tape. Yeah, it'll save your sanity. Yeah, you can bring tape into exam also. They won't stop you. So your paper doesn't move around while you draw. Okay. So you can see it like that. So this is how you draw horizontal lines. Don't do it any other way, because it just looks very stupid when someone's trying to just like that. Then their whole thing shifts as they try to move their set square up. Yeah, don't be that guy. Okay. Now moving on. There'll be 2 main writing stuff you can use. So you'll have a 0.3 pencil and a 0.5 pencil. For those of you that are not willing to spend the money to buy the 0.3 pencil, suit yourself. Just use your 0.5 to draw lighter. But I heavily recommend the 0.3 because it will keep your lines consistent and mainly consistency, and it'll make your lines look neater, which is also marked. Yeah. So I advise the 0.3. It'll be very helpful and it'll keep all your lines neater. So the last thing is a compass. Do not buy the French curves from the book link, or when they sell the set, right, there's already the French curves inside. Just take it out. They cost like around $10, but you never use them. Yeah. Oh. Something helpful to buy is a circle template if you want. But if you're confident, honestly, you can use the compass to draw your circles. But for the first, for M1, compass is not that important, but it will be essential for some of the later on tutorials. Oh crap, already bought. Too bad. Try to sell it to someone. Yeah.
Wait, does that mean there's no curves in exams or in the M tutorials also?
There's no curves in exams and tutorials.
Solid.
Yeah. It'll save your sanity. Just take it as an investment. You bought it. It sucks to be you. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Okay. I will physically do M1 question 1. I will show you M1 question 2 to M1 question 6. Yeah. Okay. So please refer to your M1 question 1 because I don't know how to show it on the screen, and yeah, just refer to your tutorial. Okay, so M1 question 1. 40, 50, 60. Okay. So the first thing we want to do for engineering graphics, right? I like starting with the cornermost shape first. So in this case for M1 question 1, it's a third angle or first angle. It's a first angle. Yeah, first angle. Okay. So I'll start with the side first. Some tutors specify where you start on. So I'm not gonna butt into that. So for the height of question 1, right? The shape is 60. So normally what you do is you draw the outline first. So go here. Agak. So 1, 2. Okay, start 2 cm lower. Then what you want to do first is draw a straight line as long as possible. Yeah, just take that as your main line. So you draw lightly with your 0.3 and you just go all the way through. Okay, can you see the line on the screen? Okay, it's damn blur, but hope you all can. Okay. So since the shape is 60 mm, I shall move down 60 mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I draw the second line. Okay, so got the shape ready of the first object. Any other horizontal line? No, okay. I'll move on for the first shape first. Now the width of the shape is 60. And I'll do the same thing as before. Remember, just jam the set square onto the paper and start from there. Okay, two cm. Okay. This one. Then the 3.5. Draw a line all the way down. Okay. Then the shape is 60. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go all the way down. Okay. Other than that, okay. Now I take note of the important lengths. So for question 1, right, the shape has a 20 mm step. I will draw steps at every 20 mm. Okay. 20 mm. 20 mm. Okay. Oh shit, I should have done the vertical ones also. Okay. Okay. So I do the same for the horizontal. So, okay. 20 mm. 20 mm. Okay. So between each shape, your prof might specify how far he wants the thing to be apart. But since like I'm in charge here, I will just put it at 30 mm between each shape. Okay. Okay. So this so here. Then you draw all the way down. If you're not clear, this is how the front of the shape looks. Yeah. So you draw, this is the left side of the front of the shape. If you look right, look at it from the front. Yeah. If you follow the elevation arrow, this will be what you see. And there is a left that goes. If you're 0.3, you don't have to worry about it being too dark. So you can just go all the way through the paper. Construction lines don't affect your cleanliness like rating or mark. Yeah. So you just draw. It will help later and it will make everything more clear. Because as you can see, I connected both views together and you'll see why later. Okay. So the next feature of it is 40 cm. As you can see from the front, I say it has a flat top part that has the width of 40 cm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And once more, I draw a straight line down. Straight line down. Okay. Then the next feature, there are no more vertical features anymore, vertical points on the shape. So I shall move to the end of the shape, which is 110 cm. Okay. 110, which is, yeah. Okay, 110. Okay. Now I move on to the okay. Now I move on to the bottom view. So how you want to do it? 45. Okay, personally, I like to draw all the construction lines first before making anything bold with my 0.5 because it makes everything neater. But if you want, you can do shape by shape. That's also fine. So this. Okay, this is my 45 degree. Okay, so focus. Okay. Yeah, it's slightly visible. So, okay. 45 degree line. So, what I want to do now, let me just finish one of the things first so you can see easier because I don't think it's really kind of not really visible on my screen. So let me just the easy thing about doing all your construction lines first, right, is so you can join everything point to point. Like I don't need any more measurements or any more parallel lines after drawing the first few construction lines. I can just shade it in. Okay, so you have your right side view that is on the left side of the front view. And Okay. And we can draw 2 more lines. One. Okay. Okay. So this is what the front view of the object looks like, and this is what the right side view of the object looks like. Now the hard part is how does the top of the object look like? Okay. So what you want to do is that square here. First set square here. So go here. Then you see this line? When it touches this, right? You can connect it here all the way to the end. So every connection, you just go all the way to the end. All the way to the end. Right to the end. And last one. All the way to the end. Okay. Now you have this. Now the next step. Okay. Let me draw the outline of the shape first. So you see how this part connects to here, connects to here. So this is a corner. Then this. This is also a corner. It's also a corner. And this is also a corner. So I can fill in a square. 1, 2, 3, and last one 4. Okay. Okay. Now the interesting part. Okay. So how do you draw this? Let me go back to this thing itself. Okay. Okay. Did you swap over? Like, can you see the question? Question 1.
Yeah, can see.
Okay. So how would you see the view from the top? Okay. Put A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C. Where does this start? Where does this start? And where does this start? Okay. So and okay. So where does A, B and C, where do they end? They end where from here. So take your 0.3 and we'll go it out. Okay, now you can connect the lines again. So remember how it has the top, right? It has a ceiling. So okay, let me do the labeling. So you should see. Okay. So here we'll link up. Shit. Oh. This corner links up to this corner. That's okay. This A, B is A and B. And this is maybe C, D. then it's C to D. A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, A, B, C. Wait. D, D. So that's the corresponding, the things it correspond to. So I'm gonna fit it in. Oh, wait. Using the ISO? We have to use, we are going to use both the ISO and the blank, but for M1 we're using the blank A3. Let's draw. Okay. Then for the next one, A, B, C, D, then A, B, C, D. So this, okay. Two and okay. So this will be your M1 question 1. Anyone got any questions? Any questions? Everything clear? Give a thumbs up if everything's okay. I'll move on to showing you M1 question 1 to question 6 afterwards already.
I have a question.
Oh,
do
okay.
do we need to draw the symbol for first projection?
No, it'll just be a tick.
Oh,
Yeah.
just tick at the bottom. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
just tick at the bottom. So for this right, it'll be first, so it's like
Oh. Then what do we put for scale?
ask the prof. But
Okay.
it should be 1-to-1. More or less 1-to-1.
Okay. Thank you.
See this right? It's 1-to-1, right? But I didn't even use like more than half of the paper. So most of the time it's 1-to-1. Anyone else got any question? We can use both left view or right view, right? No, you have to follow the projection. This one. So since it's first view, your right side view will be on the left side of the front view. Okay. How much time must we take to usually finish one auto drawing for tutorials or exam? Okay. So for tutorials, right, you're basically racing against each other within your class to see who can finish first. Only the first few in class, like you'll be graded on your speed against your classmates. So see how fast your classmates are. Just be faster than them, or then yeah, if everyone's fast, then see who faster. But recommended time for something like this should take you no longer than 15 minutes. Yeah. I don't think I'll be going through the exam paper now. I'll go through like at the later half of the semester, like nearer to your exam. Yeah, I think I can finish M1 all the way to M5 before before recess week. Wait. No, I'll do M1, 2, 3 first. Then after recess week, then do 4 and 5. Okay, any more questions about the thing? Or anything that maybe I too fast, or it's not focusing and you can't see that well. Oh, shit. Yeah. Today's just M1. Because half of y'all have M1 next week. So since peer tutoring starts in week 4, I felt it was like better if I started this this week because you already have stuff next week. For some of you. And I don't think most of you are confident enough to draw it by yourself. Hopefully. Some of you will get the nice tutor that will go through everything again. Some of your tutors will just whack you and okay guys, you have 30 minutes to do it. Time starts now. Then he just passes you the paper and gives you the question. Yeah. But to say again, you're competing against your classmate. So yeah, don't be last. Cause for my prof, right, he only gave the first 5 in the class very good. The rest got good and below. Yeah. But my prof was nice. He didn't really give anyone worse than good. Just don't be unlucky or just don't be slow. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions? Where can I think I'll upload it then. No, I'll upload it to YouTube, then I'll share it on the Discord group. Yeah. Alright. Okay, if there's no other questions, I'll go on to show M1 Q1 to M1 Q6. I won't be physically drawing them because it will take too much time and I don't even have so much paper myself. So I'll just show you. Oh, the gap between right view and front view, is it random? No, it's not random. It will be specified by your tutor. But since I'm the one teaching, I specify it as 3. He could specify as 2. Yeah. Yeah. Also remember to draw your 45 degree from the corner of your front view. So for this, right, since it's a first angle view, the 45 degree is on the left. But if your one's a third angle view, okay, this whole thing will change. This will hit you. The front view will be at the bottom, then this will be at the side. Your 45 degree will extend from the bottom left-hand corner of the front view. So it'll look like this. Yeah. But for first angle, it will be on the left side. The gap, just wait your tutor. But if your tutor doesn't specify, just pick an appropriate gap and keep it consistent between each one. So if you pick 3 here, this should be 3. But if you do the bounce off thing, like go down there, it hits the 45 and bounce off. This will be 3 also. Can measure. That's 3. And this is also 3. Yeah. Any more questions? Does the construction line length vary with the question? Okay. So normally, if you draw your construction line from, okay, if you do my method and you put it here, and if you draw it until the very end of the set square, it should cover all drawings. Yeah. No drawing is bigger than this. Like, it won't take until here. So you can just do this. You just draw it all the way. He won't mark you down for you see this this area, like all these long lines at the end. Yeah, he won't mark you down for that. And construction lines will make your final drawing more neat. Even though there are lines everywhere, he'll mark the bolded lines, not the construction lines. And yeah, neatness is one of the criteria when marking also. So do take note. Does that answer your question? Oh, okay. Any more? Raja, I will find you like you can find me after that. Just PM me on Discord afterwards. Okay, I'll go through Q1 to Q6 now. Any final objections? So for third angle, do you prefer starting at the top right corner of the drawing paper safer, right? Yeah, you can do that. Unless your tutor specifies a starting position. So for mine, right, he wanted most of the time he wanted us to start from like, let's say this is A, shit, there's too many A's. This is Q. So he wanted Q to be negative wait. He wanted Q to be like, how much is this? Q to be, let's say, 10 and 20. So 100, 200. Yeah, my tutor wanted it to be like a certain focus. He wanted like this con. Okay, cannot focus. Okay, thanks. Right. So he wanted it to be that 100, 200. Yeah. So it depends on the tutor, but if he lets you do whatever you want, sure, you can start from the right hand corner. But if he gives you a certain coordinate to follow, just follow your tutor. Yeah. Because all the tutors have like their own different standards. So just follow what he says. Yeah. Because they are the ones giving you the mark. Any other question? Okay, I get you can ask me questions as we go along, but now I'll show you question Q1 to Q6. Let's quick. Okay, can y'all see the screen?
Yes, can.
I'll just like, show that thing then. Okay, so this is why this is what Q1 looks like. Okay, okay, since I already drew that, no questions. So this is what Q2 looks like. This one. I just drew it approximately, but can you understand how this translate to that? It's not exact, but the shape is agar there. 40, 20, 30. Yeah. The shape is agar there. Okay. So this is question 2. So question 3, it kind of gets harder. Generally the later questions are harder than the earlier questions. So pray your prof choose an easier question. Yeah. But easier means you're also fighting with people that can draw faster. Like some people will draw fast. So similar to bell curve, just hope it's average. So this is how Q3 looks like. Can take a screenshot. I guess it will be helpful if you want. Okay, moving on. So Q4. Q4 is this weird looking triangle thingy. Q4 looks like this. Yeah. Take a screenshot if you want. This part will be important. The shape will kind of look like this. Some of the lectures, they mess with the dimensions. So not every class looks the same, and you can't prepare for question 1 to question 6 before the tutorial. So I'm just going to give you the rough shape. If I give you the like actual answer, if he changes it, but you don't realize it, then you fucked. Yeah. Okay. This is question 5. Wait. Yeah, this is question 5. Okay. Then this is the last question. Question 6. Let me zoom in. This is color coded, but I'll show you mine. Okay. As you can see from this question 6, right? Okay, so for the original question 6, there was no hole drilled into it, but my prof, he wanted to make it more tricky for us. So he drilled a hole into the shape. Okay. So you can see here, there is a counter bore hole into the shape for my question. Y'all aware how to draw like counter bore and counter sound hole? Like, was it went through? Did you go through counter bore, counter sound? Okay, I'll just assume he did. So as you're aware, for any holes you draw, you need to draw a center line which looks like this. And for counter bore, you need to dot the outline of the counter bore. And as you can see, for this part, right, it'll be very helpful to have a circle template. But if you want, you can just use your compass. Okay. That'll be okay. So now that I went through Q1 to Q6, any more questions? If not, I don't think I really have much for y'all. Yeah.
Wait, just now you said about the counter ball thingy. What's the other hole?
Counter sum. Counter sum is just a slanted version of this. Like it sinks. How to say? Counter ball is like this. Counter sum is like this. Can see?
Yes. He went through today.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the difference between counter ball and counter sum. So I don't have much for y'all already, so y'all can go if you got anything to ask. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Invite your friends. For question 1, yes, Taylor. The recording will be uploaded somewhere. Yeah, I'll upload the recording. Is this a weekly Zoom? It won't be weekly because at that point I'll like cover everything already. But I'll just take note of your tutorials. Probably the next Zoom will be in week 4 when PTP officially begins. Yeah, because if I go through M2 next week, most of y'all haven't even finished M1 yet. So yeah, where I'll be loading, I'll upload the link to Discord. Then y'all can just share it around. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Do we need to join the PPP session? Actually, I'm not sure about that. I just join I guess. You can join the PTP. Like I don't think you have to pay or do anything to join the PTP. Like you don't go also can. But for me, my PTP on Thursday. I have a friend who's also teaching engineering graphics. He teaches on Monday. So choose what slot you want. Yeah. PTP got attendance the wait, what? Really? Okay. Well, yeah, I did not know PTP got attendance. Yeah. The right slot. Yeah, I'll be teaching Thursday. But my friends also as qualified as me for engineering graphics. Yeah. So I think it'll be very helpful, especially for the GD and T part towards the end. Because I'll go through past year solutions for the papers. Oh. Yeah. I'll go through the past year solutions because I know that the tutor, the main lecturer